Senator, this may be one of the scenarios that most uniquely qualifies me to take command at the FBI. Having been the victim of government overreach and a weaponized system of justice and law enforcement, I know what it feels like to have the full weight of the United States government barreling down on you. And as the Biden Inspector General determined, those activities by the FBI and DOJ were wholly improper and not predicated upon law and facts. I will ensure, if confirmed, that no American is subjected to that kind of torment, to that kind of cost, financially and personally. And most importantly, I will make sure that no American is subjected to death threats like I was, and subjected to moving their residences like I was, because of government overreach, because of leaks of information about my personal status. If confirmed as FBI director, Mr. Chairman, you have my commitment that no one in this country
Hey everyone, welcome back to Congress Every Day. In today's video, I'm diving deep into the latest from Kash Patel as he takes on the political establishment, and trust me, you don't want to miss this. From standing up to government overreach to clashing with Democrats on the January 6th pardons, Kash is causing a meltdown on the left, and I've got the proof to back it up. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on the latest updates. Let's get into it. Kash Patel doesn't just talk the talk, he walks the walk. In his recent statements, he made it clear he's all about accountability.
Give blanket clemency to the January 6th defendants.
Thank you, Ranking Member. A couple of things on that. One, the power of the presidential pardon is just that, the president.
Well, I concede he has the authority. I'm asking, was he wrong to do it?
And as we discussed in our private meeting, Senator, I have always rejected any violence against law enforcement, and I have, including in that group, is specifically addressed any violence against law enforcement on January 6th, and I do not agree with the commutation of any sentence.
Accountability. Patel's personal experiences with government overreach have shaped his fierce commitment to ensuring that no American has to go through what he did. We're talking about the death threats, the financial strain, and the invasion of privacy. Kash is determined to prevent that kind of torment from happening to anyone else. He's here to stand up for justice, not just for himself, but for every American. Now here's something that might make some of you take notice. Kash Patel has been mentioned as a potential FBI director, and he doesn't hold back on what he'd do if he took that position. He's committed to rooting out corruption within the FBI and making sure that no
of any individual who committed violence against law enforcement.
So do you think that America is safer because these 1,600 people have been given an opportunity to come out of serving their sentences and live in our communities again?
Senator, I have not looked at all 1,600 individual cases. I have always advocated for imprisoning those that cause harm to our law enforcement and civilian communities. I also believe America is not safer because President Biden's commutation of a man who murdered 2 FBI agents, Agent Kohler's and Williams' family, deserve better than to have the man that point blank range fired a shotgun into their heads and murdered them released from prison. So it goes both ways.
No one is above the law. This isn't about payback. It's about making sure the system is fixed and that the law is applied equally to all, no matter your political power. One of the most talked about moments? Kash's disagreement with Trump on the blanket pardons for the January 6th defendants. While Trump's decision stirred up a lot of debate, Kash Patel has a clear stance. Violent offenders, especially those who targeted law enforcement, should be held accountable. This is a tough but necessary stance if we want to ensure justice is served. Now let's talk about double standards. Kash Patel calls out the Democrats for their hypocrisy when it comes to handling riots. While the January 6th event has been widely
Trump recite the Pledge of Allegiance, then we went to a studio and recorded it, mastered it, digitized it, and put it out as a song now releasing exclusively on the War Room. We. If you had nothing to do with it, Mr. Patel, why did you tell Steve Bannon and all his listeners that you did?
That's why it says we, as you highlighted.
Yeah, and you're part of the we, right? When you say we, that includes you, doesn't it, Mr. Patel?
Not in every instance.
Been widely scrutinized. Patel points out the lack of action against violent BLM riots, including those that nearly burned down entire cities. Why is one violent event treated so differently than the other? This is a question many people are asking, and Kash Patel isn't afraid to point it out. In the final part, Patel tackles the manipulation of language in today's political discourse, specifically how words like we and they are being distorted to fit political narratives. And guess who's at the center of this? Schiff. Patel hilariously dismantles Schiff's questioning, making it clear that the manipulation of language is a major issue in today's politics. Wow, what a ride. Kash Patel is unapologetic about standing up for justice and exposing hypocrisy, and this video definitely proves that the left is in meltdown mode. What do you think about Patel's stance on accountability, the January 6th pardons, and the manipulation of language? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take on all of this. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. Thanks for watching.